All right, we are streaming on Twitch, and as usual, give us a few seconds for YouTube to catch up. All right, well, never mind. That was pretty quick. YouTube caught up pretty damn fast. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we should be live on both platforms. Bear with me just one sec, just double checking YouTube. And yeah, look at that. We are, in fact, live. Lucas with the first like. Nice. Preci? Hello, hello. All right, so we are going to be watching the finals that happened earlier today of the World Desert Championship 2. Cat, hello, hello. You had it on from last time. Oh, yeah. Collecting points. All right. So let's just hit the play button. Dive right in. I'm just going to remind everyone of the format of this tournament because it is a little bit of a different format than usual. The first stage, it's basically two stages. The first stage is a best of 3, 1 versus 1. And whichever team wins the first stage of best of 3s gets 1 point. That counts towards a best of, in this particular case, 7 grand finals for their team. So if you win the best of 3 1v1s, you really only need to win 3 3v3s in order to take the World Desert Cup home. Joseph, hello, hello. I am doing well. How are you? Glad to catch you live. Preci, am I saying your name right? I hope I'm saying your name right. In any event, we've got Team Barbitacos, which I personally love. Any kind of barbecue and tacos and any kind of food at all. Game number 1, we've got Miguel playing as the Tatars. Opposite of him, probably not somebody he wants to play, Hera playing as the Turks in blue. We are on one of my favorite maps of the tournament, Amargosa, which always looks to me like a bit of a wild western frontier style map. Looks like a Pokemon ball with an island and a relic in the center, a couple of buttes here and there. And even though it doesn't look like it, you can in fact put a lumber camp along the edges of this map. But there are lots and lots of forests, small ones, but strewn about. Cat, you just heard my voice out of the ether pop up. You soaked up the sun with your wife, taking a relaxing day, playing cards in the hotel, watching me. Awesome. Playing cards like on an online casino, or playing cards with like a bunch of other people on vacation. Looks like Hera, he is expanding to the rear. Probably a wall off of sorts here using this forest. Turks is definitely an interesting choice on this map. Now, I did come across a few Reddit threads in the last few days as this tournament came to its end, its conclusion, of all these different strategies. He hasn't seen the 2 goats that are here. All these different strategies and thought processes of the players. Oh, should we throw away our quote-unquote shittier civs in early stages, like Miguel, for example? If you know you're going to play Hera, chances are you're going to lose. I mean, I'm not saying I want it, I'm not saying it's right, but statistically speaking, there's a good chance Hera is going to win this game. Do you waste a good civilization, quote-unquote good, on this game, or do you throw, you know, some not good civilization? I can't imagine there's good, not good. I imagine it all depends on the map, but everyone on Reddit seems to think there's good and bad civilizations. I mean, this is a perfect map for the Tatars. So much high ground for them to add that 25. I mean, imagine Tatar Trebs ringing these cliffs, these high ground areas with Timurid siegecraft, just shelling away at this bowl, this indent. Yeah, hope to see you soon. Greek style burrako. Oh, I can't say I've heard of that game. I don't actually play this game just yet. But when I do start the game, there's a streamer on Twitch called Grathrang, and he did this interesting thing where I think he's playing civ by civ alphabetically until he gets 20 wins with each civilization, I think. And I don't know exactly what letter he's up to. I've been sick the last little while, so I haven't been on social media as much, trying to rest my... Like, half my day today was spent underneath a cold washcloth on top of my head, trying to get my headache to go away. But back in the day when I used to play 20 some odd years ago, it was a lot of Franks, a lot of Saracens and Teutons. Chris, buonasera. How are you tonight? Hera's heading into a wall off, but Miguel already here. But his scout slips in as he hits feudal age a little bit ahead of his opponent. Not too bad. Just one villager time difference. I'm assuming they both have loom in this level. Grand finals. Probably not a bad idea to get loom immediately. Gimut. Again, I'm going to try to remember if I'm saying your name right. I remember you told me what it was last time. And Hera traps the scout. Varying your civ choice isn't bad if you don't want to play mutual random. You'll face only 5 civs that way. Yeah, I don't think I really have like a preference. Okay, good. I don't think I have like a civ preference. We'll see when I start playing. I do intend to start playing at some point this year, later on. Maybe in the once winter starts. Tutto bene? Pokeball map? Yeah, this is very much the Pokeball map. Joseph, I saw your message. Yeah, thank you. You had a nice cerveza for me. Sweet. How's your vacation going, by the way? Chris, are you at work? Hopefully get to enjoy some grand finals. If you notice, you see your pizza slice has 2 slices now as a 2-monther. And remember, Tatar herdables do last 50% longer. There's a bit more meat on this sheep. Hera's beginning to wall off, or rather I should say continuing to wall off his base. Although not very easy with this water here to fully wall off. Looks like he has the first kill and only kill so far, that one scout that tried to insert itself in here. There we go. Scout scuffle. Cat, the Byzantines are the best civ. If only there was someone who could redeem points for me to draw Cataphract. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. You're eating a pear and trying new incense. Interesting. I used to have a diffuser when I was in law school. Because my dorm room, I was in a joint dorm room with 2 poli-sci students. And the guy to the left of me and the guy to the right of me were both heavy, like, weed smokers. So my entire dorm room, the kitchen, the living room, all of it was just, smelled like weed all the time. And so I had a diffuser. And it was very, very helpful. Beach bum, snorkeling, and eating. That sounds amazing. Ooh, cat, that is close. I mean, Miguel is sending his scouts in. There are 2 spearmen here. Will he be able to maneuver his scouts is the question. Remember, it is a huge incentive for the Turks to keep their scouts around as long as possible, because the second he goes up to castle, they automatically become light cavalry. So losing them like this for no reason whatsoever is not great. Hera's now got 2 kills. The TC, no, not the TC, pardon me. Is it the spearman? Yeah. Raking up both of those kills. Well, Cat, it's not like It's not like with words, if I guess what you want me to say, I can like practice it. I can't practice drawing a cataphract. Right? Well, sorry, I guess I could practice drawing a cataphract. Hera gets 3rd kill already. And now the villagers are attacking into these scouts from the low ground. 5 kills. Oh, this is so bad for Miguel. Why did he engage into here? Did he think that one spearman was going to save him? 7 kills, 2 of them villagers. There they are lying dead on the decline of the hill. And Miguel is bringing his scouts home. Okay. So mission not really accomplished on the other side of the map. Let's take a look at his actual scouting. Okay, he also hasn't seen very much of Hera's base. Okay, he's seen the military buildings, which is good. Hera, for his part, is just like hanging out here inside this Tatar base. Gonna get another villager kill, but finally does get surrounded by spearmen. And Miguel, in the blink of an eye, gets 4 kills. Sweet. Martin, how's it going? Ready for some confusing gameplay and fun? As the best of 3 1v1 point. Will it go to Gamer Legion? Will it go to Barbit Tacos? I mean, Gamer Legion, obviously the heavy favorite to win here, right? I mean, you got Hera and the Viper and Doubt and Tato all on the same team. But, you know, you got a soft spot in your heart for any team that names itself Barbecue Tacos. Because now all I can think about is maybe after the stream I'll get some Taco Bell. I don't know. It's such a struggle. It's like a fat person's philosophy, you know? Inside every man there are 2 wolves. One really hungry, one that just wants to eat tacos. I was watching old videos of yours, 1.5, oh god, 1.5 years old. No, that's embarrassing. Oh yeah, I was like looking for turtle ship. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cat, I am making a note of that. My intro is like, Preachy, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I appreciate that. So for those of you watching on YouTube, we've got an extra little surprise at the end of the live stream when all the games of this tournament have been played. Awesome mod, longtime viewer Cat has redeemed 4,000 coins for me to draw a turtle ship. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna try to draw a turtle ship, but I'm definitely gonna try at the end of this. So far, I have drawn... What have I drawn? I've drawn the smoke monkey that Super Gen redeemed. And, Malakazeus. Welcome to the cast of Empire's family. And I think the Cobra Car, I redeemed. Marco a long time ago redeemed the points for the Cobra Car. Yes. A normal turtle with a sail. Oh, why are you watching old videos from 1.5 years ago? I feel so embarrassed. Preachy, you still didn't tell me if I'm saying your name right. Okay, we've got camels. We've got light cav automatically for the Turks here. I mean, on paper, the Tatars should not have an issue with whatever the Turks can throw at them in Castle Age, no? Oh, Malakazeus is really Joseph. Glad you switched over to Twitch. Now you can start getting points and making me do silly things, which I am all about. Awesome. Isn't it very risky to let the Turks go to late game? It is incredibly risky to let them go to late game, but the Tatars have a secret weapon against mounted units, which they can train from a siege workshop now. It's a camel full of hay that explodes. Plus extra armor on their units. The Tatars is one of those civilizations like back in the day when the Vietnamese had a very low win rate. that I don't understand their middle of the road win rate. Their camels are decent. They're a step civ, so they get lancers. And again, extra armor on your cav archers, but we'll see. The Turk cav archer itself is not exactly a weak unit with Sipahi. That being said, both players sitting at 42 villagers a pop, 15 army count. Hera is going light cavalry, which is an interesting choice, meaning Miguel just basically has to wall his base in and keep training camels, and there's not going to be a lot that Hera's going to be able to do about that. I don't think the Tatars get... does silk armor apply to camels? Oh, damn. Joseph, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. That is so awesome of you. Thank you so much. And while on vacation, nonetheless. I appreciate that so much. Mr. Malakazeus. Barring heal bonus, silk armor, HCA is a tie against Sipahi. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's just such a... these are 2 very powerful late-game civs. Joseph, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm very curious. I really hope this does go into the late game. In this tournament, you sometimes see like 20-minute games. Sometimes you see like really short. Sorry, I think my YouTube app froze, of course. And Miguel is doing an amazing job running around. He's got more villager kills than Hera right now. Okay, that's going to change in a second. Okay. See, this is what you don't want to do against the Turks. You don't want to leave your base open. Gonna go after the monks. He loses 1 to a conversion. Does get 1 monk, though. This is where your micro has to be so on point, because this is what Hera does 12 hours a frickin' day. Malakazeus, Joseph, the lurker. Nice. No, really? Really? This is what I was talking about. Sometimes the games just don't last very long in this tournament, and I don't understand it. I wonder if it has to do with the format. Shwetang, hello, hello. Ross, I am doing well. Just pretty much 99% recovered from my cold. David, how's our man in Nova Scotia doing? The ghoul. That was my point. I literally said that 5 minutes ago, is that I know Gamer Legion is going to be a tough nut to crack, but I'm rooting for Barbitacos, not because I have any vested interest, but because I love the name. Berber's Burgers. This is the first game of the grand finals. It is indeed. Yeah, Econ Satira. What the hell? Miguel, did he really GG just because he lost a bunch of villagers here? I mean, the Hera is ahead significantly in vill count. Has he seen the extra town centers? Yeah, he's seen the second one. He hasn't seen the third one. So at the very least, he knows he's down to 2 TCs. See, this is the problem. When you attack into Hera, you have to wall yourself in. Because if there's one thing anyone should know about Hera, is that in any game where he's got men on horses, if you attack into him, he's going to send his cavalry the other way and attack right into you. And if you're not walled in, like if Miguel had walled in his base, he could have continued endlessly. And this, like, again, they're doing 50% more damage on the high ground. 8 becomes 12 attack for a cav archer. Oh my goodness, Joseph, subscribing for tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Wow. Joseph, how drunk are you in Bonaire over there? I appreciate it. He GG'd because his farm count is low because he invested a lot into the wrong unit. You think the Cav Archer is the wrong unit? I think the Cav Archer here is fantastic. A choice. You're sober? Well, now you've got a pizza slice next to your name. Nice. AC Dragon Rider, how's it going? I like that we've got David from the far, far east coast in Nova Scotia. We've got AC Dragon Rider from the far, far west coast in California. And I've got your proper ASMR. Nice. If we look at the scores, Hera is way ahead, but there's no need to call a GG this soon. I agree, especially not with 10 Cav Archers attacking on a 12 from the high ground. You can lame a large chunk of these villagers by just running your Cav Archers in this particular little area. But yeah, the Turkish Cav Archer, remember, they do come with extra Pierce Armor, which makes them a little bit tankier, even with that extra high ground bonus. Yeah, Gibu, exactly, that's what you were just saying. I thought Cav Archer is the way to go with any Civ. Based on the last few games in meta that I've seen in the past few weeks, everyone in the grandmother is going Cav Archer. Cav Archer to light Cav, 4 monks. Hera with his usual APM, middle of the game. Miguel right at the beginning of the game. Let's see, economically was keeping pace. This is interesting. Wood basically identical. Gold, somehow the Tatar out gold mined the Turk, which is always interesting. Magnet mood, hello, hello. Kissy face, kissy face. AC Dragon Rider, I just went into a hybrid barbecue taco joint the other day for lunch. Well, there you go. You didn't know it, but you were willing this game into existence. This finals, 47 kills to 2. I mean, Hera obviously has the better stats. You're playing against Hera. This I feel like is a psychological GG. He's looking at the score. He sees he's 1,000 points. His army is kind of trapped inside Hera's base. He just lost a bunch of villagers. And so you're playing against literally the best player in the world right now. And your villagers are under attack over here. So I feel like it's a psychological GG. Although, to be fair, he has no army at home either to defend against these light cavalry units. And Hera has forging on them. So they're attacking pretty nicely on an 8. So this is going to be a lot of dead villagers that he can't really run into anywhere because there's no extra town centers. So it may not be a terrible GG. May not be a terrible GG at all. All right, well, game number 1, going to Gamer Legion. Bear with me as I load up game number 2. AC Dragon, you're a East Coaster at heart. That's good. Oh, it removed my the team names. Of course it did. Bear with me, everybody. I just set up the... Somebody pointed out that they would like to see the team names on the 1v1 portion. And so Gamer Legion has 1 point. All right. Away we go. You saw Sitogo Cav Archers with the Aztecs. How the hell? His monks converted so many, he had 12 and his opponent had 6. I was going to ask if he converted a stable. And then I realized, or an archery range, but then I realized that that doesn't even work. Silly, silly caster. All right, game number 2 in the best of 3 1v1s. Gamer Legion represented by no other than Doubt, playing as the Goths in blue. Playing in a lighter shade of blue, we've got Kingstone. Ooh, pretty good player. Playing as the Bengalis. Are we going to get to see a red Phosphoru build? Doubt's already pulling a Doubt with his horse scout and a villager on the other side of the map. Yeah. And we find ourselves on the Nile Valley, which is one of the coolest maps. This is the first map, or maybe second map, that we saw in this tournament that had high ground for the water, where your ships do extra damage on the high ground. A lot of elephants, a lot of lions that are that spawn, I believe, right on top of zebras. Where are those lions? Yeah. Look at that. They just spawn in the beginning of the game right on top of the zebra, and the zebra begins decaying. Doubt is moving forward with 2 militias. And you do start with a horse scout, which means you can't attack the villager, but you can block its path like Doubt is doing. And Doubt gets the first kill of the game. Gamer Legion strikes again. Sorry, if you hear me go silent for like, let's say 5 to 10 seconds, it is the app that I am reloading. Why is the crocodile not attacking the militiaman? I thought they were supposed to attack the wild animals, no? Jimenez, nice to see you again. It's always good with you, Jimenez, because you always tell us it's you. Are you on the treadmill? Tell us you're on the treadmill as we discuss barbecue and tacos. Yeah, but the militia's going to clubbing. Again, I wonder if we're going to see the red Phosphoru build out of these, out of the Bengalis. It has become a quite popular build. Unfortunately, in this particular map up, maybe not, because one of the trademarks of the red Phosphoru build is to put a castle right next to your wood and gold. And in this case, they are nowhere close unless you castle a few acacia trees. But most of the wood is next to these smoke monkeys here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this quote-unquote pile of wood. By the way, this is an animal that you should be very familiar with in Age of Empires. It attacks on a 99. It has 99 melee armor, 99 pierce armor. Do not F around with a smoke monkey. If you leave it alone, it will leave you alone. It will respect your boundaries. If you do not, you basically... I don't even think a paladin will survive against the smoke monkey. Is John still here? I'm assuming John will make an appearance soon. No treadmill? Okay, okay. You need a break sometimes. Yeah, Jimenez, I'm at that age at 41 where if I have a good night with a little bit of booze, the entire like next 3 days I'm completely out of commission. I remember the good old days when I was like 21 in Europe and I was just hanging out drinking whiskey, and then the next morning I was like, all right, let's do that again. Now I'm like, yeah, there's John. There's John. John's been here the whole time. Action on the low seas here as a militia continues to chase that fishing ship. Our Goth heading up to Feudal, about 20 seconds, 25 seconds behind his opponent. Off the back of 4 extra villagers, though. Idle time on the TCs is not that... What am I missing here? How is there a 4 villager difference, but only a 20-second difference in going up to the next stage? What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something. Obviously, he skipped Loom. No, they both got Loom. Oh, you know why? Because I'm an idiot. I'm looking at the fishing ship and villager count instead of just the villager count. That's why. Dum dum dum. Hey, Dun. What's this year about drinking in Europe? I'm just reminiscing of the good old days when I lived in Norway for about 6 months. And would go out and party a lot and feel absolutely fine because I was 21 years old. Yeah, Goth get Loom instantly. Akita, exactly. I lived in Oslo for 6 months. In the Anker Student Bolliger. Although that accent sounded more Scottish than it did anything. Doubt is still here with his scout. No one's attacking this scout, so it still has its full HP. You drink like 1 beer a year? Yeah, it's probably for the best. When I was living in Oslo, it was the 2nd most expensive city in the world after Moscow. So we would drive to Sweden I want to say 4.5, 5 hours to some small border town to do grocery shopping. And then I think I told the story of how I traveled to Milan in Italy and I tried to sneak back a whole bunch of alcohol. And they almost stopped me at the border in Oslo when I flew back. Am I ready to get shocked again? Uh-oh. Are you going to Oslo after your trip to Bonaire? Shrutang, I had some cardamom tea. It really did help. What is your favorite city to experience nightlife in Europe when you were younger? I liked Spain quite a bit. I was not a big fan of Spain. I was in Barcelona and Madrid, and I found them both a little creepy at night. My favorite city at night is Rome. Hands down, Rome. Oh, God. Joseph. Oh, my goodness. 10 tier 1 subs. Joseph, wow, thank you so much. My voice is going prepubescent. I'm in shock. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Kuhns, thank you. Although I will say Berlin is a close second. But I had some of the best nights of my life in Rome. Walking around. I'll tell a story once I keep telling Joseph. Again, thank you so much. I thought you were going to tell me that you're traveling to Oslo or something. Better than losing at the casino? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I've gambled in the Caribbean in those casinos. Those casinos are crooked AF. Even the croc got a sub. Nice. Well, Joseph, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the content. There's a I feel like in Barcelona and Madrid, I didn't really go out anywhere beyond them. Those are pretty metropolitan cities, pretty big cities, but I just felt like there were always people trying to lure me into an alley in Barcelona, like, hey, there's girls here, hey, there's a bar here. In Rome, I had a few glasses of wine, I had a nice gelato, and I would just walk around tipsy in the evening. Little piazza over here, little piazza over there. I stumbled upon a group of old men playing chess. I don't speak any Italian, they didn't speak any English, and I sat there for 3 hours playing chess. And it was one of the funnest nights of my life. The cards are already laid out before they open the door. Well, I suspect their auto shufflers in the Caribbean are bullshit. But Joseph, seriously, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. I was impersonating a Norwegian Norse Viking who settled in the Orkneys. Now, Berlin, on the other hand, Berlin has an amazing nightlife. Although I will say, there is a city in Greece that I went to, Thessaloniki. And I had an amazing time at night there as well. Rathas are around. I should probably be casting this game. Is underwater farming a thing? It is on this map. Although even underwater, your farm still does catch on fire. Joseph, your family's from Thessaloniki? Nice. When I was there, there was a screening of a movie next to that white tower. The one that looks like a wizard tower. And after that, we just walked along the water and ate at a nice restaurant, and it was amazing. I assumed, based on your last name on YouTube and the Zeus reference, that you were Greek. Oh, AC Dragon Rider, you liked Spain? See, I'm not a big seafood guy. Was it my big fat Greek wedding 3? No, it was just a summer vacation with an ex-girlfriend. And man, I remember I went, I wish I remember the name of the restaurant. and we ordered the meat plate, and it was literally something like 15 pounds of meat and French fries. David, $20 super chat. Oh my God. Use this money, buy something for your kid, and tell them it's from Uncle Dave. All right. I for sure will. He needs a new pair of shoes. His feet are growing too big for his current shoes. It's skill. I'd have to disagree on Berlin. To me, it's Europe's biggest shithole. Really? I had so much fun in Berlin. Although, to be fair, I did go in 2005. And to be fair, I lived in an artist colony for 4 months in East Berlin, where randomly once a week we would all get naked and dance on the rooftop. No joke. No joke. Now, going Cav Archers against Rathas is very interesting. This unit has a lot of weaknesses, and Cav Archers are not one of them. Yeah, Greek eats are super cheap. Plus, I love the non-humid dry heat. David, seriously, thank you so much. Your generosity tonight, guys, is I'm like blushing. It's making me like very distracted from casting the game. Baby's feet grow so fast it's a waste buying shoes. I know. We're already on pair number 4, and he only started walking like a few weeks ago. By the way, Dowd is under siege here. He does have the bigger civilian population. He also has a town center hidden here among the Serengeti. Let's see if Teal has caught wind of it. Oh, Teal hasn't even explored this part of the map. But Dowd is lashing out on the other side. He's got his Cav Archer there. Now, again, I don't know if... Are Cav Archers technically a counter to Rathas? I feel like the Ratha just has way too much HP for a Cav Archer, and the Cav Archer doesn't do any bonus damage against it. I did go to Berlin in 2005, so again, and my experience there was very much like... I loved the food, I loved the cleanliness of the city. It was Einstein Week, so a lot of museums were open, and I loved the old Soviet markets where I could buy like Soviet and Nazi war medals, and I'm assuming like 99% of them were fake, but it was nice to just walk around the markets and stuff like that. Dowd is going for a quote-unquote, let's see it, Dowd Castle 94, 5, 6, 7. No, it's gonna go up. And not a damn thing these Rathas and this one Mangonel can do about it. Why is it not firing? Now it is. You're all jointly giving up on the casting and happy with the real-life conversations? I'm glad to hear, because so far there's been very little casting. Now this is a nice counter to a Ratha. A nice, cheap, feudal age spearman who gets gunned down. Rathas do come with attack bonuses, right? Against spearmen, if I'm not mistaken. A small one. A jack of all trades, master of none. Now, oh, Dowd is kind of stuck between two siege units. Which one does he go after? Goes after that one, but that frees the Mangonel to get a shot off. Remember, Rathas in melee mode now do trample damage. Will he actually save this Mangonel? This is one badass Ratha here. No, it ultimately does perish. Ooh, he's discovered the expansion. It has changed. There's dirt everywhere. Some areas aren't safe. Yeah, no, when I went, like I said, I went in 2005 and I lived there for a few months. And it was just, it was the first time in my life where I went to like a train stop or a bus stop, and it would say the train or the bus is arriving in 17 seconds. And it actually arrived in 17 seconds. As somebody from Toronto, where that never happens, that was quite a shock to me. Cyan better boom because, or Teal better boom because he's got a 15 villager lead right now. Chris, you're talking about those homes that are for sale in Italy for like 10 euros. But that's a little bit misleading because number one, you have to pay all the property tax arrears on those. And number two, you have to pay to renovate them up to a certain standard by a certain time. So it's not exactly like 20 euros. I looked into it because I really wanted to buy one. And ultimately, based on my research, it would ultimately cost anywhere from 15 to 40,000 euros to repair one of those houses. Which, to be fair, is still ridiculously cheap compared to Canadian real estate. In Bonaire, you can buy a kilogram of fruit for a quarter of the price, but they still import items from the States, which double. They import fruit? A lot of the islands import. Now, I think, Joseph, we were talking about this last time. I mentioned how, like, I think you as an American, you can't go to Cuba, but Cuba, the nature is wonderful, but the food, because they have to import everything except for like 5 or 6 different things they grow themselves, the food is just absolutely terrible. Lobster for lunch. Nothing better. I mean, I'm assuming the seafood in Nova Scotia is probably absolutely ridiculously amazing. Let's see what's going on around the map. Gamer Legion is on the offensive here with a few cav archers, but we're got okay. Here we go. Finally, using that castle. Now the Huskarl, not exactly the fastest unit in the game, and it does have an attack bonus against archers, which I believe is one of the classes that Errata has. So yet again, the Rata is susceptible to this. Gimut and Blue resign. Yeah, I would imagine like finished products have to be imported. It's been a while since I've been to Europe. I do miss it. Then I'd love your city in Poland. All I need in a vacation, if it's not like a tropical one like Joseph is on, is museums and food, and that's basically it. Oh my goodness, Akita, you're right. The villager count. Look at our goth economy. It does not stand a chance, especially now that our Barbataco Kingstone is going up to a 3rd TC. And the Ratas, what are the upgrades on this unit? No upgrades whatsoever except for fletching. He didn't even bother to get bloodlines for this unit. So you're just going pure numbers. Looks like the Huskarl was attacking its own unit there for a second. Okay. This is not good. So, Doubt. Villager survives. Doubt literally needs to kill 30 plus villagers right now with his Huskar. His 8 Huskarls. Where even are his 5 Cav archers? What the hell are they doing here? Why are they here? And he loses his only town center. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, Chris, they had to stop because everyone was renovating. Well, there you go. That's a sign of a successful program then. There you go. Employment up, real estate properties up, property taxes being paid. Everyone's a winner. It's a fantastic program. Ooh, one of the Huskarls gets clipped. Doubt doesn't even have enough wood. Forget a town center. He doesn't even have enough wood for 2 houses. This has the smell of a last stand to me. And melee mode Rata for the win. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, this was GG about 2 hours in the making. And wow. Okay. Doubt giving Barbitacos a chance to come back into this. Basically what happens now, because it's a best of 3 for the 1v1s, whoever wins the next game gets a point for their team. I mean, this was an incredibly one-sided game, albeit I did not cast it very well. I do apologize. You think Doubt's lost every 1v1 in this tournament? It's almost like he was playing for fun. I mean, both of those could absolutely be true based on this game. So food and stone for our Goth. There's your castle going up. But the economy's 4,000 resources apart. First of all, both economies are pretty much very lackluster. 35 minutes in, only 18,000 resources. One conversion for our Bengali. Raising's not playing a role, but let's take a look at the 103 kills by the Bengali, 69 of them villagers. Oh my goodness. Daniel, you joined right at the end of game number 2 where Hera won the first game against Miguel and Doubt just lost. I should say Kingstone won the second game against Doubt. So we are very much in a contested part of the 1v1s. So bear with me as I load up the next game. Joseph, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for all the gifted subs. I really do appreciate it. Crazy generous, and I hope you have a fun remainder of your trip in Bonaire. And I hope you eat kilos and kilos of fresh fruit. And just bear with me, everybody, as I just rename the teams and all that good stuff. Because Capture Age, of course, doesn't keep the team names. And game number 3 is upon us. And in game number 3, we find ourselves in penguin territory. Forget the monkeys. You do not want to mess with these. These are actually aggressive. So Joseph Kalispera, have yourself a fantastic night. When's the next live stream? Ooh. TBD? Question mark? Sometime in the next couple of days, I'll be streaming again. Give a prediction, Japanese Cav Archer. That is almost a certainty at this point. I'm hoping to cast again tomorrow. But as always, it depends on the baby. He is still a little sick. And so we'll see, but... Let's see, Viper playing as the Japanese, a very popular civilization on this map. The Gao playing as the Byzantines in Blue Cat. Are we about to see some cataphract? But Joseph, after this, when you go to sleep and all that stuff, tomorrow come back to watch the end of this video. Because at the end of this video, for those of you watching on YouTube and Twitch, I will be drawing a turtle ship. Because Cat redeemed 4,000 points. And so definitely check out the last 5 to 10 minutes of this live stream. Because you will get to see me very badly drawing the unique water unit of the Koreans. Kalinikta. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I appreciate that, Joseph. Thank you so much again. Fantastic. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to watch. I'm looking forward to trying to draw the turtle ship cat. Fruili. Free Fruili. All right. So what is the name of the game for our Byzantine? How much will the Gao contest water is my question on this map. Because as cool as the Japanese fishing industry is, the Greek fire upgrade and the Byzantines on water, I think, probably stand a very good chance of causing some damage to the Japanese. Dock being built. Literally wherever the hell you want it to, apparently on this map, as the land is solid enough to support a dock, but not solid enough for this swordfish, this marlin, to jump through the ice. John Yang still here, just resting your eyes, listening to my soothe, calming voice. I added the soothe calming part. instead of raspy and annoying. John, it's okay. I spent half of today with a wet towel on my head because I had the most vicious headache. Yeah, it's like this is the villagers of Nazareth here, walking on the water. That fishing ship looked like it was about to head for that relic, but then remembered, hey, I'm not a monk. Not really much I can do. I like that the Viper is taking the inner lake, while the Gao is taking very much the safer corner portion of the map. Prabhu, Dogao should avoid the penguin. Yes, that is very good advice. Everyone on this map should avoid the penguin. Friuli. Hey, Chris, you never know. Maybe you can make it a thing with social media. All right. Dogao does discover that his opponent is here. Remember, with the Byzantines, it's always, if you can get to Castle Age, it's always a bit of a more stressful situation for your opponent because they never know when you're going to click up to Imperial with that cheaper cost, the 2/3 cost. You should start a movement. You'll have to get like a celebrity. Who would your celebrity endorsement be? Because without a celebrity, you can't have a real movement. How much of the map has the Viper seen, by the way? Absolutely nothing. Where even is his scout? The Viper having zero interest in exploring the map, it seems like. Whereas I feel like the Gao... Okay, now he's going to see where the Viper's base is. Alright, sees it. Sees enough. More important, I think, is the vision of this dock. Because now you can start applying a little bit of pressure in the center of the map. Twofold. Establish your presence. Get your opponent off of fish. And the Viper doing a little bit of shore fishing. Doesn't really have the wood needed. And he's going to hit Feudal Age a little bit after his opponent, having added one extra villager. Free town patrol and town watch of the Byzantines. It's a crazy, isn't it? If you like vision, I'm still in utter shock every time I cast the game with the Chinese and their town centers. How much line of sight they come with now. It is ridiculous. But yeah, getting town watch. I mean, the Byzantines are just chock full of so many good bonuses. Very hard civ to take down. And the Viper, by the way, somehow knows to make a beeline straight for the rear. Did not see any blue fishing happening. Here we go. Here we go. The Viper didn't see any blue fishing ships in the center of the map. And so it assumes that it's somewhere else. Is correct. Looks like he was teefing 2 geese that the Gao was trying to reclaim. But now there's a fire ship here. Galley, rather. No, Cat, they get both. Town Watch and Town Patrol, I think. For free. You were right. David, congratulations. The feeling of finishing an assignment. Such a good feeling. Is there any famous person from Friuli besides Robert Miles? Well, it doesn't have to be from Friuli. It can just be an Italian. You can get Monica Bellucci. Cat, I think they get both, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody in the chat let us know. Do the Byzantines get Town Watch and Town Patrol for free, right? Or not, or just Town Watch? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. High octane, baby. Atomic Sausage, nice to see you. F you, Mother Nature. Damn you and your penguins. Now this is not going to be good for the Viper because Spearmen actually come with an attack bonus against ships. So who's going to die here? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. The ship survives with 4 HP and it does a little happy dance Do, 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 do. Seashell for the win, both. Nice. Well, there you go. Dum 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 dum. The penguins. Why did this penguin activate but not the other one? Okay, these fishing ships are definitely dying, right? Why are you so afraid? Go straight at it. Uh-oh, Viper's in a bit of trouble here. Kill count 10 to 8 all of a sudden. Looks like he is in the rear as well with light cavalry chasing these fishing ships. And what is the Gao doing? He's just expanded with another dock over here. A few galleys, fire galleys hanging out. Oh god, 2 more due tomorrow. Thanks. Jai Kumar, good morning. How are you? AoE 2 completed 25 years ago on September 30th. Demo. The longest running game of all time? Ooh, I don't know. Is it the longest running game of all time? I think there's other RTS games. I think like StarCraft might be longer, if I'm not, but I'm not too sure. Brandon, hello from Virginia. Damn. Welcome to the live. Hopefully, is Virginia on the hurricane path? Or is that just the Carolinas and Florida? Well, the last thing you want happening is you're attacking a fire galley as a freaking penguin. Did the penguin get the kill? No, it did not get the kill. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Robert Miles is dead. Oh my god, Chris. The longest game in AoE 2 was with Ruben stock, wasn't it? Like 48, 49 hours. And only ended because I think of a disconnect. Our Byzantine is walling himself in. Remember, Byzantine structures get more and more chunky as the game goes on. And by the way, speaking of the game going on, we're still in the feudal age. As the Gao walls himself in entirely. Viper is heading up to castle. The Gao just needs a bit more food. Might want to buy some. Total Annihilation came out in 97. Still has an active tournament scene. Wow. Well, there you go. They got Town Patrol with update. Before that was just Town Watch. Interesting. As if the Byzantines needed anything else to make them one of the most powerful civs, huh? Viper is not leaving. He sees the bases being walled in. He knows this is a one-way trip for those units, but fire galleys to the north. The Gao is not going down without a fight. I think, Martin, I think if somebody in the chat might know better than me, but I think it was 48 or 49 hours. The longest game of Age of Empires. Although, to be fair, I think it was like active for the first few hours, and then they were just both like leaving the window open. Oh, my bad. 95 hours. Holy shit. Okay, I mean, that did not go that terribly for the Gao, thanks to the presence of the spearmen. He has cleaned up the fishing ship to the north. Civilian population 41 to 44. Viper is down. Military 4 to 11. Viper is down. Just lost 2 more. So it's now 2 to 11. He is rushing up to Castle Age, and he is roiding up his navy, War Galleon Bodkin. And there are those Japanese cav archers that everyone knows to expect. Even the Penguin knew to expect it, and he is chasing. Second TC going up for our Byzantine now. Buildings with 30% more HP. Yeah, Martin, like I said, I think they played for the first few hours, and then they just left the game open for like 91 hours until somebody just ended up disconnecting. I forget who Rubenstock played, but it was a Rubenstock game. By the way, Byzantine fishing industry is back up and running. His ships are, or rather, if his fire galleys are now fire ships. But he is being shooed away from his gold. He is being shooed away from his wood temporarily. And the Viper's going to see all 3 town centers. Spearman, you cannot pass through. You cannot phase through these palisade gates. Oh, they were trying to sneak shit by when the other player was sleeping. Ruben's talking to Andre. Okay. So the Viper's lost control of the northern seas. He's got 2 fishing ships. I'm assuming they're in the center, yeah. But that's not great as the Japanese to only have 2 fishing ships. Wow, 4 days. That's why they're scared of unlimited resources. Well, they shouldn't play Michi then, where everyone gets a neutral marketplace. 30 kills to 34. The Viper has 1 more villager kill. Make that 2 more villager kills. He also has gotten all the spearmen who tried to close on here. Our Byzantine has no army. He's got a navy. It's patrolling the fishing industry, but he's got no army. Let's see who survives this. Actually, wait a second. Why was Blue not fighting back there? I think he was attacking the dock. Oh, misclick from Degao. Now the Viper has cav archers to the east. He's got cav archers to the southeast. Got cav archers to the south. And this Byzantine base is being squeezed, but he's already up to 3 TCs. Viper added a second one to the rear of his base as well. Okay, he's going to lose out on this battle as a very scary, giant-looking penguin stands over the dead bodies of the sailors. Worse than a misclick, the dock absorbs the projectiles. Oh, based on where the other fire galley was? Yeah. Wow. So that was a pretty shitty location for a battle, but the Viper only has 1 fishing ship left. And it looks like this fire ship is heading straight for it. Nope, never mind, intercepted. Now, cav archers are great if they can find clumps of villagers. This is not great for the cav archers, just to attack a bunch of houses that have 30% more HP than your buildings. This is great, catching out some... But what's the name of the game for the Byzantine here? Do we go camels? He's going scorpions. Oh, I really don't like scorpion play. I am not a big fan of scorpion play at all. 1 half dead and 1 full health, facing off 1 half dead, 1 full health. Who will get the first shot? This might be one of the few games where the Greek fire tech might actually come into play. Okay, forget me not liking scorpion play. Guns down 2 horse archers. Horse archers, cavalry archers. My goodness. I shock myself sometimes with what comes out of my mouth. 72 Byzantine villagers to 57. But our Byzantine is literally under siege. Steven Seagal cav archers. Tommy Lee Jones cav archers. Where are they going? They're going after the villager. Okay, Viper perhaps not paying too much attention. Didn't need to lose those, but oh, here we go. That is sour. The Viper's now got 20 villager kills. He is still down 11 vills. Yaman. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome, everyone, from Yaman's channel. I hope I'm saying your name right. Giving it a bit of a Jamaican accent. Nice. I mean, the Viper is like death by 1,000 cutting the Byzantine, who's going up to a 4th DC and a castle. Finally, we see a castle. But Siege Workshop here right next to it. Does the Viper see the castle? Yeah, he does with the cav archers. Making no attempt to attack the villagers tells you how much the Viper is microing all over the frickin' map. Fire ships to the north. Well, he had 4 cav archers over here. He's also focusing on attacking these fire. Correct me if I'm wrong. Greek fire should extend the range of these fire ships. So maybe you kind of want to get that upgrade. I don't know. we've got cataphracts. Yeah, well, at least one cataphract. I don't know why he's going cataphract against cav archers. They're never going to catch them. Low elo, nobody. Greek fires a trash tech. I agree, except this might be one of the few cases you might want to get it, no? With so many fire ships out and about. What is the Viper planning here? Sneaky, sneaky. He's getting tower upgrades as our Japanese. Are we going to see Yasama out of him? Oh, sorry, the cataphract died. Not too sure where it died, but he's training another one, though. Avenged. Okay, I'm assuming these cav archers got him. This is absolutely horrible here for our Byzantine is blue. His villager lead is down to 3, even though he's up 4 town centers against 3. Why are you not training camels? Your camels are so cheap. Counter tower attempted. Counter tower denied. What a slaughter. What an absolute destructive slaughter here. I don't know why the Byzantine is going 4 town centers either. Because of the low accuracy of the fire ships, total deep. Does it? Man, Age of Empires with its little hidden mathematics. And the Viper, by the way, is doing what he needs to be doing with cav archers, just absolutely surrounding and putting the squeeze on this base. But the cav archers have run away. Towers at 83%, 82. But no Yasama just yet. There we go. A cataphract, a camel, and a scorpion walk into a bar. A bunch of Japanese towers are here to greet them. To the north, fire ships are taking out one of the docks, but the Viper's fishing industry is back up and running. The Gao's had his on the left side for a while. But more and more cav archers. He's going to have to meet this mobility with camels. I don't know what the Gao is building here. 1 cataphract, 1 camel, 1 mangonel, 1 ram, 2 scorpions. Tower gets deleted or destroyed, not too sure which. Camel is down. Cataphract is next. Oh my goodness. Absolutely no upgrades on this castle. Not even range. Our Byzantine is now down 9, pardon me, villagers. He's down 17 army count. Where are you going with this ram? You know those cav archers are just gonna body block. Why is the Gao throwing this game? Viper is still out on the map. Map control very much in his favor. Looks like a demo tried to get something done here. But you know what? He still does have 102 villagers and fishing ships. He does finally have a tower here. With a scorpion, should be able to shoo away these cav archers, but the question is, how many villagers will the Viper get before he gets shooed away? So far, just 3. Byzantine is fighting back to the west as well. Not too sure you need 3 villagers repairing this 1 mangonel, but it is what it is. Where the hell are the Byzantine camels? And he is heading up to Imperial, same time as the Viper, literally seconds apart. And oh no, the Viper with an eastern castle. How the hell did the mangonel die? How the hell does a tower kill a mangonel with a villager repairing it? Juicy remixes. Blue should build camels and cannoneers. Abso-freaking-lutely. Forget even the cannoneers right now. Flood the market with camel meat. No! Why are you going archery ranges? Flood the freaking market with camel. He's down 15 villagers. Thumb ring. Our Japanese is doubling down. Whenever you see a permitted term in your last mod action, I giggle. Oh, that's probably a super gen thing. They took care of all the mod terms and such. So Yeah, you'd have to thank Supergen for that. I literally did nothing, which I probably shouldn't admit. It's embarrassing, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not very techie. Oh, the cunning linguist one. Okay, I didn't know it lasted. If I guess if you permit a term once. Old Monk AoE just became an awesome follower. Thank you so much. We welcome all monks, old and young. No, not MTC just yet. You don't really see a lot of old monks in this game. Monks are a prime target for sniping in Age of Empires. They don't really, you don't really get to see old monks. Castle versus castle, but look at the freaking HP on this juicy Byzantine. No, please, you're going elite skirmishers. Sometimes, as a caster, you kind of just want to like raise your hands to the sky and yell. What the hell are elite skirmishers gonna do here? Fast fire ship, light cav, chemistry, bracer, and Parthian tactics for the Japanese chemistry and elite skirmishers. They're gonna be so slow. The Viper killed 90 villagers so far. Oh my goodness. 90 freaking villagers he's killed. And now our Byzantine is sitting at a 50 villager deficit. Time for freaking something. Or did Gao miss the boat? Is this already GG here? A single cataphract instead of, I guess, getting converted? Or did he get killed? I'm not too sure. Does die nonetheless. And skirmishers are moving north. They want to go after the monk. I mean, you're not going to kill villagers with skirmishers. Come on. Sometimes, like I said, as a caster, you want to raise your hands in the air and just unload a whole bunch of swear words. But then you kind of realize, you know, you're not the one playing. You're not the one with all the stress. You're not the one microing. You're sitting in the comfort of your own living room, your office. Who's kidding who? I know a few of you are on the toilet watching this. Easy to say. Okay, okay. Japanese castle is down. Do we have any unique text for anybody? Yeah, we do have Yasuma for the Japanese, who is busy getting relics. Viper not paying attention of the pathing of his monk. Skirmishers are ridiculously cheap, that's right. But honestly, I would have preferred to see camels. I think a horde of 20 to 30 camels right now, and the Viper's lead evaporates. But look at the villager civilian count. Oh my god, 63 deficit. My heart weeps when pros refuse to get Gambesons. Yeah. Gambesons, I like the introduction of Gambesons recently. And by the way, Gimut. Dum dum dum. I mean, you gotta shake your head. You gotta shake your head. The Byzantine was doing so well for so long, and then he just let his settlement get carved up piece by piece by these cav archers. The Viper's got 119 villager kills. Chai Kumar, thank you. David Stubborn. Yeah, you know, like, you just, wow. I mean, what the heck? The Gao was so close. And then the Viper's cav archers. I mean, you know you're going to face Japanese cav archers. What the hell else do you think? Why do you think players choose Japanese on this map? It's not just the fishing industry. Yeah, the famous Kyoto. Oh my goodness. the Kyoto-Constantinople conflict of 1253. With only 37 cav archers, the Viper, I mean, the way he was using them, the way they were everywhere, the way they got so much damage done, you would think he had 137 and not 37. Wow. I mean, these numbers are so low. Our Byzantine just went full too much eco. Way too much eco. I mean, your two most trained military land units are skirmishers and spearmen. Come on. Peak APM 33 minutes in, 44 minutes in. Yeah, look at that. Wow, this is what happens when you lose 1 billion villagers. So, unfortunately for Team Barbecue Tacos, they lose 1 point and Gamer Legion gains a point, which means they now have a 1-0 lead in the best of 7. Death by Micro, 1,000,000%. Death by 1,000. DJ Sapson, welcome. Wow. I am concerned after watching the Gao's gameplay in this matchup. A little bit concerned. He didn't have to take all the damage he took from those cav archers. He could have fought back. Maybe he went 4 town centers because he knew he was going to lose like 1 million villagers and wanted to replenish them. But in any event, not going to cry over spilled milk. Let's load up the first of the team games, which should be pretty damn fun. Bear with me as I just load those up. Okay, so now we're in a best of 7. And we find ourselves in Al Samim. The map with the weird kind of Gotham Joker toilet green water in the center. And lots of these awesome piles of wood that have like 20,000 wood in them. This is the one thing I do remember from this map. The toilet water, the weird little pile of food, and the massive pile of wood that has 10, 20,000 wood in it. So let's take a look at our players, then we'll take a look at some team bonuses, because we're in the team segment of the match. And then there's a whole bunch of neutral warriors.
Ready.
Raiders of the not so lost ark along the edges of the map, guarding the relics. There's even, I don't know what this structure is. Oh my god, a hangman's noose. Man, the scripters of the map deserve a big kudos. So let's take a look. Gamer Legion ahead 1-0. We've got Tato playing as the Poles in yellow to his north. The Viper playing as the Romans in red to his south. Hera as the Chinese. Look at this line of sight on a Chinese town center. Compare that to Yellow's line of sight at the top of the screen. Look at that insanity. I think it's 8 extra tiles, if I'm not mistaken. Holy moly, the line of sight. Then, the Taco team. We've got Kingstone back in action, hoping to get another W, playing as the Ethiopians in blue. To his right, we've got Miguel playing as the Hindustani, and Degao playing as the Mayans. Blank Gamers, hola, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? In red, let's take a look. The Roman Scorpion minimum range is reduced from 2 to 1. We'll see if that's a useful bonus. Maybe for the Chinese with rocketry could be a pretty good combination. The Poles, scout line units have an extra attack bonus against archers, which is fun because usually in a team game you see lots of archers and lots of scout line units. That actually might be a pretty damn good bonus in this particular matchup. And the Chinese, all farms start with 10% more food, which with full works, where you gather 8% of a farm's value, is also a fantastic choice of bonuses for Team Gamer Legion. Let's take a look at the Mayans. Walls, gates, palisade, and stone are all 50% cheaper. Hindustani is always a fun one. Camel and light cavalry have a +2 attack bonus against buildings. And last but not least, one of my favorite, the Ethiopian outposts, don't cost any stone, and have a massive +3 line of sight boost. The name of this map is Al Samim, which must be a national park somewhere. I'm not too sure where. And let's see what's going on. Hera. Everyone started with a camel. A camel named Mamadou. Okay. And I believe also a mule cart, which does help you gather wood, food on the hunt. And is this one of those maps where the camels are edible? Yes, it is. So you can, in fact, hunt the camels. Viper pinging over here. Oh, why is he pinging over here? I don't think his camel saw any of this. Gonna see the town center, maybe, maybe not. Did he miss the town center? Okay. Salami. That was my attempt at a Homer Simpson voice. We were discussing the other night with Shuatang, the episode where, long time ago, the episode where he went to New York. And he had Cat remembered the boot on the car, and oh yeah. It's funny, like, things you remember in life. There are songs I haven't heard for like 15 years. If you put them on, I'll remember all the lyrics. There's episodes of Seinfeld and Frasier and Friends that I haven't seen in 20 years. If you put them on, I remember the plot. I remember all the jokes. I remember everything. But then other stuff, more important stuff. You know, what did I have for breakfast today? I couldn't freaking tell you. Chris, you'd love to try camel meat? I'm sure there's restaurants that have camel meat. The episode burned into everyone's head. Yeah, exactly. And then we got on a whole off-topic rant, or at least I did, about Mountain Dew. I think it was Dunn who didn't, said they didn't have Mountain Dew in Poland or something. They're watching Stargate. The TV show? Stargate SG-1 with MacGyver? Now, the good news is when your wood pile is literally concentrated 20,000 wood like this, it is easier to defend a wood line. But looks like our Ethiopian's going for the gold. Our Hindustani for the food and wood. Golden wood for our Mayan. Yeah, my opinion on Mountain Dew. Fair enough. Now, Kat, here's a question. If you had heard my opinion on Mountain Dew before I recommended Little India in Toronto, would you have gone to Little India and then missed out on one of the best Indian restaurants in the world? Would it have swayed your opinion? Yeah, Don, I said it was, they said like battery acid. I think I said battery acid mixed in with some dirt. Camel blocking the construction site. Tato is pinging next to Miguel's base. Why? He's got his scout here. He sees a stable. It's always funny to me in these team games, the amount of pinging and information they share, where at the end of the day, you know someone's going to train archers and you know someone's going to train light cavalry units. And there we go. Of course, our Mayan is the one to train archers with their 10% cheaper cost now in feudal. Fair enough. Oh my god, their butter chicken. Oh my goodness. I have dreams about their butter chicken. The other day, Kat, I was at a family event and somebody... Oh, damn, we reached 310 followers. Awesome. Somebody told me, oh, you know, when I worked downtown, I would go to this Indian restaurant called Little India. And I was like, oh, really? It's literally one of my top 5 favorite restaurants in Toronto. He goes, oh, if you love Little India, you should try this other restaurant. Actually, like, less than a kilometer away from me, which for you Americans is like 500 meters, like a third, about a third of a mile away from me. And I tried it, and it was nothing like Little India. It was terrible. It tasted nothing like it. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We've got a little bit of neutral army action as this camel ventures into no man's land. Oh, like the penguins, they retreat back to their, this is like the, what is it in Lord of the Rings? The Men of the Mountains. You have to go in there if you want to get the relic. But not everyone comes out alive. Chris, you're gonna cook something? Isn't it like 3 in the morning for you? There's a funny, I'm gonna post it on our Discord. There's a funny what's the comedian's name? Nate Bargast or something? Bargatz, where he was on Saturday Night Live and he was playing George Washington, and he was talking about all the various different systems and of weights and counterweights and measurements in the US in the future. I mean, this camel has a death wish. This camel has an absolute death wish. All right, we've got 21 army count to 18. I'm not doing it justice, the clip, but I will post it on Discord. It's hilarious. Yeah, your next trip to Toronto, definitely have to try Wilbur Mexicana. Chris, not only neutral armies, but they're aggressive neutral armies, and they kill the camel. The light cav cavalry raider. Ooh, forget light cav. He's a cavalry raider. Okay. Fancy schmancy. Ribs and fries at 3:30 in the morning. Damn. I have tried gulab jamun. I have. It is way too sweet for my Jai Kumar. It is way too sweet for me. I'm not a fan of Indian desserts just because they're really, really sweet. Archer war between our Chinese and our Ethiopian. One fires faster than everyone else's. The other, I guess, cheaper techs. For the bulgogi cat. Good memory. Exactly, for the bulgogi tacos. Bulgogi tacos. Pardon me. So armies are a circling. Archers and scouts. This is like what I was telling you earlier. It's always funny to me in these team games is for the players to be like, oh, look. Hey, I'm going to ping over here because he's building a stable. You know he's building a stable. Or an archery range. It's always archers and scout units. I would love to see something different. Unfortunately, I don't think I will. Not when money's on the line. Okay. Tato protecting Hera's lumber operations as the Chinese pumping out archers needs as much wood as he can. His wood count is very low. Our Hindustani also getting a few upgrades for his horsey units, which are where? Oh, they're up here. And remember, they do come with an attack bonus against buildings like Saracen archer units, which makes them pretty good at taking down structures. Fair enough. John, yes, bulgogi. There's a Mexican restaurant near where I used to live in Toronto that has tacos with bulgogi meat. Beef. Bulgogi beef inside. Okay, the Viper manages to kill some defensive scouts, defensive units, which means Miguel has to back off into his own base. High ground archers for blue taking on Hera's archers on the low ground. But Hera with superior numbers here, 17 to 14. Seems to be getting the better trades. What are the upgrades? +1, +1, +1, +1. But remember, one archer does fire 18% faster than the other. Which means bye-bye Ethiopian archers. They are escaping home. I love that this entire settlement has been created to center around the lumberjack operations. And even though you're Mayans, no one is building stone walls. All the stone is being reserved for towers and such, and Gamer Legion wants to attack into here right now. John Yang, it's like if I say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Except I say bulgogi, bulgogi, bulgogi. Can monks convert to neutral armies? That's actually a very good question. Do you want to? 9 attack? Not that great on an infantry unit. I really wonder if you can attack, but Miguel is the choice for the Gamer Legion attack as Hera's archers are moving maybe a little bit too far out of position. Tato's pole light cav are here. The Viper also adding in a little bit of attack to just basically make things as chaotic as possible. I love Bulgogi. Here we go. Gamer Legion's army is congregating here to the back of Miguel's base, but it looks like Miguel kind of on his own. Miguel's up here. The Gao's down here. And where the hell is Kingstone? Where is his 10? Where are his 10 archers? Oh, okay. So they're in Green's base helping out. Gamer Legion has an army lead, but it's not that significant. Only 6. About 8 villager leads as well. The battle to the rear here. Viper should take this by virtue of numbers alone, and some Polish farmers have been lamed, but only 2 kills. One of them is a villager. Barbataco's not getting the numbers they need. Look at the score difference. Already about 500. Cat, I was having this conversation earlier. Ooh, papadum. I love papadum. So crunchy. In Little India, they give you those spicy carrots with it. I was having this conversation with my wife to be like, I know I'm an adult. I know that there's like another meal tomorrow, hopefully. I mean, obviously you don't know that there's going to be another meal, but hopefully there's another meal tomorrow. But if I want something, I kind of want it now, and I don't really have the patience to wait for it. Okay, the Viper's basic scouts are getting caught out of position here by Ethiopian crossbowmen who do not yet have ballistics. Hera's got to be careful here as well. His archers are a little bit out of position. Do we have Bodkin? We do have Bodkin. Hera is still 45 seconds away from Castle Age. Kingstone needs to press right now. Our Mayan is going to have crossbows in 7 seconds as well. Does manage to shoo away the constructing villagers. Good location to set up shop. Tato's pinging down south where his scouts are doing what with Hera's army? Not too much. The Gao and Kingstone hitting Castle Age first is a pretty big deal right now. Let's see what Gamer Legion does. Our Roman is adding bloodlines. He is not yet in castle. Hera is in castle. Immediately crossbow with those cheaper techs. The infamous Chinese cheaper techs. A lot of these villagers hanging out here getting plucked. But Miguel and Kingstone are here. They are shredding. Hera just lost a whole bunch of villagers for nothing. Ouch. What's his villager count now? Hera's down to 34 villagers. That is the lowest in the game. And the Mayan is inside the Roman base. But this is a lot of scouts. In 8 seconds, it's going to be light cav. I don't think the Viper even needed to delete that portion of his base. Gets the surround, loses a few food units, and absolutely wrecks that Mayan force. But does our Mayan care? His archers are now 20% cheaper. JK. Glad you could catch us live. Yeah, making Indian food is a very taxing process. Especially if you're like me, you don't have that much experience in it. I'm feeling well, thank you. I'm like 99% over my cold, or whatever the hell I had. But my voice is still like a little raspy, and my throat still hurts. I popped a couple of Advil before this live stream, so I'm not coughing as much as I probably should be. God bless whatever that is. What is it? Ibuprofen or whatever is in the Advil. Hera's doing some fancy schmancy micro here against these Ethiopian crossbows. Does he really need to? He outnumbers them. He is on the high ground. And Tato's coming in to sweep the rest, but they're already dead. In India, we have online delivery service called Zomato, which brings restaurant food to your door. Yeah, we have that here too, called Uber Eats, DoorDash. I think in the US, you have Postmates. My wife and I ordered Indian food a few days ago. Man, oh man, it's so good. Yeah, Jake, I'm so happy. I'm feeling better. It sucks to be sick. Who's kidding who? 20 army lead. for Gamer Legion right now, and they are prowling on the map. And remember, by virtue of having a pole, they do come with an attack bonus against archers +1. All right, Hindustani's going camels. Okay, so he's going to try to counter the pole light cav. ALC does wonders. Could take the cough away. What's ALC? Oh, alcohol? Based on the order of events, Indian food cured me. It could be. I always order vindaloo, which is their spiciest dish, and I just love the burning sensation. Mayan has a castle, first and only castle in the game, so he's got plumed archers out. Not too sure you really want to go plumed archers when there's no infantry out on the map, but we'll see how that works. I thought you meant alcohol, yeah. I know, Kat. Sometimes when I order with the delivery services, they staple their receipt onto the bag, and then you see what the actual price of the meal is, and then you see what you paid for it on Uber Eats. And it's unfortunate that they have to mark it up by like 20, 30%, 90% of the time. I understand it. I don't begrudge them just because of the cut that the delivery service takes, but kind of sucks to pay like $20 for something that the restaurant charges 15 for, you know? How the hell did this unit get in here, by the way? Oh, it's not closed? No, it is closed. How the hell did that unit get in there? I must have missed that. Oh, mamma mia. We are seeing a nice big Roman battle here. But of course, the Viper doesn't have ballistics. He will in 11 seconds, though. Hello. Bad Mandamo. Just call the restaurant directly. Not all of them have delivery services, though. Wow. Did they really need to GG? What forced the GG here? I guess the terrible battle. Again, I wonder if plumed archers were the way to go compared to crossbowmen. The extra range on the crossbow is pretty important. Although plumed archer does have pierce armor advantage. Another interesting GG. I mean, yeah, Hera's kind of wedged himself in here. I like the attack on the Hindustani. They figured that, hey, he's in the middle. He's probably just building up his economy. But the numbers just are all pointing to Gamer Legion. 59 army count to 39, 174 to 157 civilian population. So they take another point here in this best of 7. But what a battle here we had for a little bit. And the Viper is so annoyed that he researched ballistics, and literally 5 seconds later, the other team GG'd, although probably not super annoyed. Crossbow, light cav, and knights to crossbows, light cav, and pike. No slinging, no trade, no nothing. Our pole takes 3 of the 4 major resources, and Hera takes the 4th, which is the gold. Look at the difference in res collected. Wow, what is this? 41, 51, and 8, 59 to 46, 47. Wow, 12,000 more resources. Our most vicious killer is our Chinese in purple Hera. Our biggest army was our Roman. No conversions whatsoever. We weren't in castle that long. All right, well, that was a fun, basically Arabia map with a giant pool of sludge in the middle. I love that the Viper lost his scout to this random neutral army unit. But all right, let's dive into the next game. And we find ourselves on the fat hairy man in jeans. This time, Team Barbetacos is on the left side of the map. Miguel is playing as the Saracens. We've seen them be deadly on this map. Kingstone's playing as the Britons. Oh, man. Extra range, extra attack bonus against buildings. Armenians in blue by Degao, and opposite of him, the Viper, playing as the Persians in yellow, Hera, this time taking yellow for himself as the Vietnamese. Pardon me, I thought I muted my mic. Yeah, Hera in yellow, right? And Tato, yet again, as the Franks in purple. Sorry about the cough. Lucas, no, we're still going. I was not quick enough to mute my mic, so maybe the Advil's wearing off. Let's take a look at team bonuses as we then look at the map, which is basically, like I said, big hairy chested man in blue jeans, but a big old open space. Will we see any kind of shenanigans on this river to the back of any of the players' bases? Always fun to see villagers get sniped that way. In any event, the Franks team bonuses, Knights come with extra line of sight, which is pretty fun. Vietnamese, everyone on this team now has Imperial Skirmishers, although probably the Franks not going to get to see any Imperial Skirmishers. Persians, maybe. Knightline has +2 attack against archers, so Knights have a lot of team bonuses this game. On the other side of the map, the Armenians infantry comes with extra line of sight, not exactly the most useful team bonus. The Britons, archery ranges work a little bit faster, I think 10%. And last but not least, the Saracens, as I mentioned, foot archers have an attack bonus against buildings, which we've seen used very, very well on this map. Yeah, Jake, they put their egos aside, and the Viper said, you know what, I'll take red. It would be interesting if the Viper was in blue, which is Hera's color, and Hera was in yellow, which is the Viper's color. Cat, you're a Tato stan? Well, let's see what our Frank does. Let's get into the late stage of the game. Let's see some of those Frankish paladins. Although if we do, we have a Saracen counter just opposite of him. And by the way, I believe... No, this map does not have smoke monkeys. I got excited for a second. I thought we had smoke monkeys again. Lucas, your PC froze. That's funny. Looks like our Persian with those double HP docks to the south is going to be contesting water against the Armenians, whose galley line units fire an extra arrow. I'm not too sure do the Persians have any water bonuses except for the faster working docks and the double HP? Gabby is always fun to watch. Gabby is an incredibly aggressive player. There's a game she played against Hera, Huns versus Huns, that I'm going to be releasing this week. She held her own for quite a long time against the world's best player. I'm not going to reveal what happened in the game. I mean, obviously, it's like a 500 elo difference, but it was a pretty fun game. Mr. Green, this is my first time of yours, first live that you've been to. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the casting style. Can you imagine you write that nice message and I just end up being like some piece of shit jerk? I'm like, well, of course you like my casting style. No, never. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube content. As our Saracen steals a moonwalking goat there for a second. Yeah, Gabby and Gookie are two rising stars that I want to cast more of. Unfortunately, a lot of the games that Gookie plays they last like 15 minutes and they're not the longest of games. And the Gabby games sometimes are just a bit too much for me. They're like, she attacks in like 7 different locations and the picture-in-picture is just, it's not even enough. I would need like 3 cameras on the left side of the map and 3 cameras on the right side of the map. Who is better, Gookie or Gabby? I think Gookie won the last Queen's Clash, so technically on paper, Gookie is better. But Gabby does have a cat in her profile picture on AoE Insights, so I don't know. Hard to say. Queen's Clash is a tournament for female Age of Empires players. And I believe the finals this year was Gookie taking on Gabby. Yeah, in her profile picture, it's her holding a cat. I just like watching their streams because, especially Gabby's on Twitch, because they just speak Portuguese, and I have, like, Spanish I can try to understand, unless it's Locoser, and then I have no clue what the hell he's saying. But Portuguese, I don't speak at all. And they just like talk Portuguese, and I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds interesting. And I kind of just like, it's like ASMR. Dogs or cats? I love both. Oh yeah, cat, it's been going on for a while. I gotta say, on the whole, I'm probably more of a cat person. But it's like 55 to 45, you know? The Gao does discover the double archery range of the Vietnamese. On the water. Not a whole lot happening just yet. Miguel loses his scout as Tato runs the hell away from here. Cats for cats. Jake's for dogs. It depends. I was never really a dog person until I met my wife, and she had an Airedale Terrier. And if you know about Airedale Terriers, they are massive animals. She was like a 100-pound dog, Lucy. And she was a senior dog. And she was just the gentlest, sweetest, most adorable creature you've ever seen. So as much as I was like originally a cat person, dogs have their place. Chris is a cat person. Nice. Stefano, hello, hello. How are you tonight? Players doing what seems to be the meta on this map, which is a giant diagonal wall off. On the water, finally some action. I think it's like one of those like, oh, you gotta love the flame. Even when your fire galley dies, the last spurt of flame does manage to kill your enemy's fire galley as well. Yeah, Roaring Moose. Number one, hello, hello. Nice to see you. And number two, it's it's a silly question, but it's a fun question. Cats and dogs are just such their personalities are so, on the whole, so different. I used to have a cat who was pretty much like a dog. Every guest that came over, the cat would jump into their lap, would rub against them, it would be very friendly. You could feed it, it never hissed. He never cried or screamed or attacked anybody. And I met dogs that were like cats. Like, you want to pet it, it doesn't even give a shit about you. Like, feed me and that's it. Yeah, I remember, Kat, you mentioned that you were attacked by one when you were little. My mom is the same way with birds. She can't stand birds because when she was a little girl, one of the birds attacked her. Cats never let you pet them. Yeah, that's the thing with cats. You have to know how to approach them. It's a whole, like, cats are very, like, formal. There's a whole, like, procedure you have to follow with them, which is the annoying part. Exactly. Cats that want everything on their own terms. I like that 9. Hello, hello. I don't know if you're writing ZZ because you're bored with the match or if you like the ZZ clan. Ooh, Chris, you want an English short hair? They are super cute. Yeah, Stefano, we were talking about that, how the Viper has relinquished his favorite color. Do you guys think these players really care that much about their colors? Do you think the Viper really cares that much about playing yellow? And I don't mean like if somebody asked them on a live stream or if you did that like town center podcast or whatever, if somebody asked them, he would be nice and say, no, of course I don't care. I mean, like, really, do you think they actually do care? I don't know. It seems like a weird thing. Gimut, exactly. That is the exact procedure you have to follow. You stick out your hand, you let them smell you, and then once they are comfortable with your smell, then you can pet them. Jade Origami, you used to breed dogs? What kind of dogs did you used to breed? That's super cool. Armenian is attacking. Nobody has made their way up the river to the rear of the map for either team. We are going full land armies at the moment. Definitely, you think he actually cares? You think the Viper really does care? Interesting. A Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that. Is that the breed with the big ears? Never pet a cat from above. Rule number 1 of Cat Fight Club. Tatos to the rear. I mean, Gamer Legion is smelling blood in the water. They're ahead 2-0. Done, you think they do, even if subconsciously? Becomes part of their brand? Fair enough. I get a lot of comments sometimes when, like, the Viper plays a ranked ladder game in the green color. I get a lot of comments. People are like, Viper should be yellow. Okay, right to the Viper. He chose green. Why are you doing a network assignment at 11 p.m.? You like to punish yourself? Looks like Gamer Legion has penetrated the rear, but what are they doing there? Barbitacos is not adding any military at all. They're stuck at 13 to 35. They're keeping pace economically. Okay, our Saracen is adding some of those ridiculously chunky camels that come with 25% more HP. 145 HP camels in Castle Age is a ridiculous unit. Especially against light cavalry pushes. I mean, this is HP enough to even take on archers. Think Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Aw. I believe the Tramp in that movie was an Airedale Terrier, no? If I'm not mistaken. I miss our Lucy. She, we had to put her down 2 years ago. She was just getting really old and her weight was getting out of control and had issues walking. She was such a beautiful dog with that, you know, Airedale Terrier chin beard that they all have. The queen of the terriers. Wallace, hello, hello. Will I be casting Red Bull Wololo? Of course. Unless I'm sick again. I have missed this entire tournament because I was like lying in bed with a wet towel over my head, trying to stop the migraines and the cold. But as long as I'm healthy and hale, of course I will be trying to cast it. May not be live, maybe like this, like a few hours after the games have been played, but for sure. Scrappy also plays Spain. Fran Castillo, 321. Nice stream. Thank you, thank you. A quarter of your Instagram feed is now cats in Chinese. A quarter of my Instagram is baby stuff. A quarter of it is cats. A quarter of it is like people on vacation that I hate watch because I'm stuck at home. And the other quarter is a bunch of ads. Nah, cat. People don't understand cats. The people that say cats are like, they don't like their owners and stuff, they've done like a million experiments to show that cats are have very much significant attachments to their owners and stuff. That's just anti-cat propaganda. Wallace, for sure. I will be live streaming as much as I possibly can of the Red Bull Wololo. Hopefully it's not just on the weekends. Stefano, you also missed it. That's funny. Here we go. Saracen versus Persian. Not a bad matchup. Hera's trying to insert himself in here with his crossbows. Now, Saracen camels, as much HP as they have, their base armor is still 0-0. I hope to be in that castle, although if it means wearing some silly costume, I might not be in that castle. I don't know. Tato's boom is crazy. Let's take a look at Tato's boom. He's got 2 town centers to the back, 3 town centers to the front. Does our Frank. No army whatsoever. A single spearman protecting against who knows what. And a single monk about to come out. But here we go. Our Armenian has snuck in a fire galley into this lake. Has he seen the TCs? No, he hasn't. He hasn't explored the eastern shores. So Gamer Legion is distracting over here. Although I say distracting, they're losing a lot of army right now. Saracen for the win. Finally, our Briton joins in on the fight. Where have you been this whole time? DJ Sapsan, thank you very much. We definitely will not. Okay, camels are taking on, but no more Hindustani bonus means that these camels are going to take a while to gun down those structures. Gamer Legion is down to 8 army count only. Uh-oh, but look at their villager population. Holy moly. They are ahead 80 villagers. A costume, fair enough. I'm not a big fan of Spanish food. I think I've said that before. I didn't have like the best culinary experience in Madrid and Barcelona. Here we go. What is the name of the game here for our Frank? Very forward castle. Nobody's heading up to Imperial, although Hera does look like he's getting the resources for it. But now, for the first time in a long time, Barbatacos is on the other side of the map, and Miguel Saracen Knights, which for the Saracens is as good as it gets, are now raiding the Viper's base. Oh, true, it wasn't Germany a few years ago. Yeah, true, it said wherever there's a castle. Jake, if you could add gambling on Age of Empires, I would be like one of those characters in a movie that's like $80,000 in debt to the mob. So let's keep gambling out of it for now. Oh, for the points. Oh, I thought you meant like real gambling. Trade is up, by the way, as somebody pointed out earlier in the chat. I'll look into that. Trading, oh my god. Gambling on with channel points is pretty fun. Throwing axemen are out for the Frank. No bearded axe, no upgrades of any kind, and Tato and Hera are heading up to Imperial. Barbatacos have cleared up the infrastructure. They're finally expanding to the rear, but they're down 100 villagers now. Ouch, that is not good. Payload 57 gold. You've been gambling in this game for years, Lucas. How do you gamble in Age of Empires? Is there a website that allows it? You just have to find the gambler. Cat, don't worry, I'll figure it out. I remember now that Jake mentioned it, or Jay mentioned it. I do remember seeing it on another channel. I don't remember exactly what it was or what channel it was, but there is a way to do it, I think. Leave it with me. Oh, T90 does it? Okay, well, there you go. If it's possible, I'll figure it out. By the way, Tato, having done nothing militarily this entire game, is now jutting out with bearded axe and elite throwing axemen. Let's see Mamelukes taking on throwing axemen. The AoE underground. I can see a bunch of like smoky poker tables with a bunch of pizza boxes laying around. Trade is going up, not for Barbatacos just yet. They need to catch up very quickly in the civilian population. And one way to do that is to slaughter the villagers of your enemy. Villager lead is now down to about 80. It used to be over 100 a minute ago. Duke Pegasus, hello, hello. I am doing well, even though I had to mute the mic right as you entered the chat just to cough. On the high ground. But you are taking on Rattan archers that have Huskarl level pierce armor. So I'm not too sure crossbows are going to be able to do very much here. Rattans are pressing into the Britain base. Another Frankish castle. I mean, Tato's playing so conservatively with these 25% cheaper castles. He's busted in his throwing axemen with extra range. Let's see what they can get accomplished here. You like gambling so much you have an XQC picture on your desk? What is an XQC picture? Mad Llama Productions, nice to catch you live. GL is super stacked. And their army count is 3 times their opponent. And they've busted in, and they've taken complete control of the map. The Viper is training elephants. Oh my goodness. Joseph, you're back at the perfect time just to see elephants with their tramp stamps waddling forward very slowly. I hope there's something left for them to attack, because Rattan archers throwing axemen and elephants. No, this is exactly what I didn't want happening. Right as we see the 3 cool unique units, it just ends. Oh, Gamer Legion taking game number 3 as well. Oh my goodness. Did they even see the elephants? Is that... Oh yeah, of course they saw the elephants. Of course they saw the elephants. And what the hell are you going to do? I mean, Barbatakos was behind villagers this entire time. I'm surprised because they did have... I'm not sure fire ships, though, were the right way. You might have needed galleys. Wow. Right as we see... XQC is a film. Oh, XQC the gambler. I'm more into like Rothstein or whatever his name is when I watch my online slot videos. Elephantos for the win. My goodness. Well, Joseph, you brought with you some luck for Team Gamer Legion. Yeah, War Elephant isn't a unit. It is an absolute statement. And that statement is tap out immediately. Good comment. All right. Well, that was a lot of buildup for, I don't know. That was a lot of buildup. Our Armenian was the biggest donor, our Saracen. Now, keep in mind, there is a Saracen on this team with 9 Mamelukes. And Mamelukes will, without batting an eye, shred through elephants. They are fantastic at killing elephants. Unfortunately, they've got their hands busy with throwing axemen and rattan archers, so I don't know how much they can actually accomplish here. I love that the Viper is still in Castle Age, still 2 minutes away from Imperial. They have Doubt on the bench. All right, let's see who the biggest killer was of this game. 80 kills for our Saracen. Wow, a little bunch of stars here. 2 conversions for the Viper. 7 raisings for our Armenian. Probably mostly on the water. Who's kidding who? But it looks like Gamer Legion just abandoned water. And the Gouges didn't take advantage of it at all. And you're the Armenians. You have better galleys. You could have sent them running up this river to catch these villagers. We've seen that done so effectively on this map. But wow, either way, neither here nor there. Let's take a look at game number 4, I guess, or 6. Because Gamer Legion, they've got Barbatakos on the ropes right now. Yeah, watching throwing axemen destroy buildings is so much fun. Watching any clump of throwing axemen, period, when they're in a large enough clump, is ridiculously fun. Ooh, we're on Lensois. Marigneses again. Marigneses. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The triple threat map. Lots of water to the south, lots of desert in the center, and a lot of boars and forest to the north. We've seen 2 TCs up north, 1 to the south. I guess we're seeing a different meta today. And remember, these are actually town centers. These hut-like structures. The gross TCs, yeah. And, oh my god, Chris, are you still here? Oh, there you go. Chris, you saw it before I could even mention. We do have Berbers. All right, so let's take a look at the players. Let's take a look at the teams. Because Hera has been subbed out. Hera has been benched in favor of Doubt. And it looks like Degao is going to discover this TC right as it goes up. The Viper says, you know what? Forget my side of the map. I'm just going straight for your side of the map. He is playing the Mongols. His hunt is much quicker, which means these boars are going to get eaten much, much faster. In red, we've got Degao playing as the Gurjaras, and in purple, Tato playing as the Portuguese on the other side of the world. Kingstone is playing as the Vikings. Doubt is building his town center on the complete opposite side of the map, by the way, because of course he is. Does Kingstone, our Viking, see this? He must. No, he doesn't. What the hell is Doubt doing? In teal, Miguel playing as the Malians, and in green, Degao playing as the Berbers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mad Llama, the teams, I think each team has 4 players. Cat, I don't think that are we seeing the lemon bushes this game? Oh yeah. Yeah, we are. For some reason, I thought they were the red ones. All right, so let's take a look at team bonuses real quick, as the action has already started at the 3-minute mark of the game. We've got the Mongols. So scout units come with extra line of sight. In purple, we've got the Portuguese. So technologies, except for going up to an age. Spifico, thank you for becoming a super cool follower on Twitch. All techs are researched a little bit faster, except going up to the next age. Doubt, our Gurjara. Camel and elephant units are created a little bit faster than normal. He has destroyed Kingstone's town center. Our Viking docks are 15% cheaper, which should help to the south here. I do see one dock right next to Tato's Portuguese dock. In teal, the Malians. I think universities work 80% faster. And last but not least, the Berbers. Everyone's got access to the Jenny from the block, the Genitor. Doubt, of course, is super fun. Doubt is a very creative player. He's also an incredibly strong player when he wants to be. But this is a move that is basically born out of the fact that they are ahead 3-0. And this is basically an elimination game for Barbatacos. Otherwise, like if this was the first game of the 3v3s, I don't think Doubt would have rushed and put his town center on this side of the map. What's going on over here? Our Mongol hunters are taking on Berber hunters. 12 green villagers, 16 yellow villagers, and Tato and Kingstone are heading up to the next age. First, the feudal age, the 2 players to the south. And Kingstone is, oh my god, Doubt is just going around killing town centers. He is definitely laming town centers. He's basically just left the teal one up and running. And now look at this, Miguel. His town center is not going to fall very quickly because now we can actually garrison villagers in this one to save this one. This, you can't really garrison anything in here, and it still does only have 500 HP. The Gao has had enough. Our Berber with the quicker moving villagers is attacking these Gurjara villagers. So far, the Gurjara villagers seem to be getting the better of the trades here, though. And Doubt has to back away. What are the HP like on these units? Forget the scout. Yeah, no wonder he has to back away. He's got half the HP. Okay, and now Kingstone, our Viking, who's in feudal. So All of his infantry will start coming with 20% more HP. Miguel, our Malian, is heading south. Remember, Malians, their structures, except for farms, are 15% cheaper when it comes to wood cost. And that, by the way, includes their town centers. David, join us on this, on your break here, because this game is so far pretty damn bonkers. Barbet Tacos is on the retreat on the water. They're on the retreat on the land. And the Viper, who is in Feudal Age, is going for heavy on the stone. Okay. Viper's Doubt's one of the best villager fighters in the world. Oh yeah, his Rage Forest games are always endless villager fights for like the first 20 minutes. Barbet Taco needs a miracle, and Doubt is making sure they don't get one by constantly attacking the villagers. Teal is attacking into here, telling Kingstone, hey, just delete your own freaking house. Huh. These villagers, this posse of villagers has 4 kills already. Kingstone's villager count, 22. Ugh. Somehow Doubt has 34. Oh no, and Miguel is losing out on the water as well. Viper's a minute 30 seconds away from Castle Age. How much stone? 315 stone. Gobble gobble. And he is chasing more villagers away. I mean, at this point, Doubt isn't even collecting resources. He's got 15 villagers on wood. Not too sure why he's got 15 villagers on wood and not on food if you're primarily going militia, the people's army here. But he's just running around the map looking for kills. These are not Korean villagers, though. Their line of sight is not anything special. It's hard not to like Doubt's playstyle. Like I said, when he wants to be serious, he can be incredibly serious and play amazingly well. Viper is buying stone? Is the Viper gonna castle drop? Gamer Legion with the shenanigans. He's castle dropping the only green town center. Remember, Doubt has been going around destroying green and blue's town center. If green's town center falls, that basically just leaves 2 TCs for 3 players. Oh my god. On this side of the map, though, our Viking pushing in with a tower. Archers, Tato's Portuguese skirmishers are here to help out. To the south, the water war has been won by our Portuguese, even though he is taking on the Vikings. I think our Viking is mostly focused on land. So much for camel archers. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to see camel archers. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Mangadai are now out, and he's not done. He's going for even more stone. He's at 365, and the Mangadai just positions himself. Look at this. They don't know what the hell to do. They're stuck behind all these boars. Doubt. Did Doubt just win this game for his team by destroying those early game town centers? Those hut town centers? Let's see. Barbataco still has 12 army count, but they are down 50. Nope. Absolutely not. What the hell was that game? Now that is a way to end a series. What an absolute bonkers game. Destroying 2 of the 3 original town centers, leaving up only the Malian one. Then of the new ones that were built, green is about to lose his. He doesn't even have enough wood to build another one, even though our Berber does have 670 stone. Yikes. David, you have 1 less energy. You can order on Uber Eats. Here on Uber Eats, one of the funnest things to do in the middle of the night is to order from a gas station, because they usually have super cheap drinks. Green rage deleted his villagers. Yeah, it looks like it, right? Yikes. Wow. I mean, Doubt crippling the OG TCs, the Viper laming the expansion TCs, basically leaves our Viking, who has lost all control of the water, his army on land. Isn't that scary? It's a few archers and maybe some battle turkeys here on the left. But holy moly, I did not expect game number 4 to be a 15-minute game. Yikes. Yeah, I know, Chris, the curse of the Berbers. Wow. This is just absolutely an epic way to end the series. Is it even worth it to look at the stats? I mean, the... Oh, is the name of the horse Curl Snout? Okay. Well, this piebald horse is named Curl Snout. Well, that ends the series. Gamer Legion sweeping it 4-0. Now, we do have one last thing we're going to do tonight in the live stream. Kat has redeemed some points on Twitch, and I am going to be drawing the turtle ship. So everyone, bear with me for 1 second as I set up MS Paint, because I'm not good with anything other than MS Paint. And that was, who's kidding who? That was a pretty epic series. Oh, I need to find a turtle ship. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I'm going to make it a bit harder on myself. Why is this not opening? Here we go. All right. Okay. Is everyone ready? To watch me attempt to draw this? Yikes. This is not going to end well for anybody. Okay, so we're going to choose... And by the way, if you're expecting any more gameplay, there's no more gameplay tonight. We're just going to end it on a bit of a funner note. Kat, you ready for this? My goodness. Okay, I'm going to start with the front. I'm going to try to do a bit of an outline. Those of you watching on Twitch, by the way, this is the kind of stuff you can make me do if you join on... Jay, thank you so much. If you join on Twitch, you can redeem points. Oh, that's way too thin of a line. Yeah, let's do it like... And I will draw, hopefully, not too bad. No, that's way too thick. Okay. You stayed up to watch this? Awesome. All right. That's supposed to be a straight line. I'm drawing this part first, by the way. Without that head. That head is going to take a long time for me to draw. Okay. We got this part. Okay. And then there's a bit of a part here as well that kind of goes like this. Then that goes up. Then there's a bit of a beam that goes across. And then the spikes will add in later. Oh shit, I didn't give myself enough room here. That's one board. Then there's another board. Bread loaf. And then there's one that kind of goes like this. It's got like 3 parts. And one that goes across. Actually, 2 that go across. All right. Then we have that thing that sticks up with the flag on it. And with the flag, I'm going to have to change to a bit of a lighter color. Kind of color that in for now. For those of you watching, wondering what the hell is going on, believe me, do it from memory. Oh yeah, Jack, of course. I wouldn't cheat by using Photoshop. I don't even know how to use Photoshop that well. And this kind of looks like a rabbit kind of thing. It's got a little bit of a head here with an ear and then a bit of a curl. Actually, two curls, but this one's a little thinner. Okay. So we got the outline for the most part. Let's add in some... How do I change the color? Let's add the oars. So they're kind of coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're kind of in the center. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is atrocious. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cannons. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, but first we need to make room for the cannons. I think we have to cut up a little piece like this. I can make the canvas bigger. Oh yeah, true. Okay. And now I have to cut this in. I have to fill in 10 slots here. So 9 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, look, it's starting to it's starting to look like it. No. All right. Let's fill in the blue, because that's probably the easiest part. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, damn you. Something's open here? Oh, yeah. This is open. Oops. Weebra, nice to see you. This is peak content. Now, these are going to be an absolute nightmare to draw. But let's try to draw the head first. This thing. And I might have to draw it separately and then copy it. Let's do a little thinner. What do we want to do? It's kind of like a greenish brown color, right? It's kind of like one of these. Okay, let's start at the top. We'll start with the ears. Okay, those are the ears. Then there's one bump, two bumps. The second bump is the nose. So here's the first bump. The second bump kind of goes like this into a mouth. And then this goes down. Kind of like this. And then it goes like that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. I hope there's somebody still watching this, by the way, because I'm not looking at the chat right now. Okay. There we go. No, I'm not going to cheat. Oh my God, Falcor from the... No, why cheat? This is so much fun. Got a little bit of a stripe up here, like a little racing stripe. Got a little bit of a tongue situation happening here. Then there's the eye, which is around that second thing. And then, oh my goodness. Then I have to do the leafy bit. Oh, cat. I hope I'm doing this justice. Oh my god, how the hell are there still 46 people watching this on YouTube? I'd imagine you probably threw up in disgust by now. Okay, okay. Okay, so we've got the whatever this is called. What is this what is this part of a boat called? It's got a bit of a, like a indent in the nose here. Oh, and this is going to be so hard. So 1 second. I have the rear, I have the flag, I have the oars, I have the blue. Oh wait, there's another compartment here that I didn't draw. Above the blue. Okay. So now we have to draw the spikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheating here. Like this. No. 1 sec. It's kind of on an angle, right? Man, if only I had a steadier hand that could actually draw a straight line. This looks like something like you get like in the mail, I've got your kids kidnapped. Hey, sorry, we're going to cheat a little bit. Oh, these are way too small. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, no, they're the right size. Yikes. Missing the downward spikes on the board in the rear. Oh yeah, no, we'll get to those. We'll get to those. Don't worry. I'm a professional. Can't you tell? Hey, Milk Tea Alliance. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're just gonna try to put as many of these as we can in here. This is like peak Age of Empires content right here. And don't worry, we're gonna get everything into the mix here. 1 layer, 2 layer, 3. So there's 3 visible layers, and then there's a few that are like off to the side that are gonna be really hard for me to draw. But we'll get through this. We'll get through this together. Okay, so I can delete this. Don't need this no more. And then there's just a few that are like on their sides almost. So like that, right? No, not the right selector. Kind of like this. Now, it's not going to have the exact number of spikes, unfortunately. I don't think I have the ability to do that. Okay, it's starting to come together. This I can delete. Now, I did forget. This is like a little bit here, a little bit there. I did forget to extend these. There are 3 compartments here. And those 3 compartments are divided like this as well. Ugh, those cannons are going to be a real pain in the ass. Okay, let me check the chat to make sure everyone's still here. The death animation, you want me to get me to draw a whole panel? Gaston, hello, hello. Weebra, I think it's coming up pretty nicely, no? I think so. I mean, for an amateur artist such as myself, would you believe I've had no training whatsoever? I don't think you'd believe that. Okay, so we have to connect these because we're going to have to fill in. My training at, oops, I kind of went on that, the color there. What's like a famous art school? I know like Juilliard is for like music and stuff. What's like a famous, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 spy? Oh, the flag is completely out of position. Oh, shit. Get rid of the flag. I put it in the wrong place. What's like a famous art school where you go and you learn art and painting and stuff? Happy Little Accidents. Cal Arts. I definitely did not go to any Cal Arts. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's a third one that I didn't see. My God, my goodness. I am just screwing up all over the place. Sorry, let me just get rid of these. Yeah, there's a third beam that I didn't even see. It's kind of coming off the side of the boat almost, like this. Whatever. Don't base any boat builds on this, by the way. This boat will not float. You will not survive at sea. Okay, we're gonna have to extend the picture up a little bit. Nah, it's way too long. It's basically going just a little bit over this tip. So like this. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we're doing a good job. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit, make the flag a little bit wider. Okay, this is so annoying. Just use a wider brush to fill it in. And then we have to redraw the that little creature inside, whatever that is, that bunny, the alien bunny. And then one big loop. And then one smaller loop inside, I think. Yeah, like that. Okay, okay. And then let me just get the mast or the thing, this thing back looking good. So now I think the only thing we're missing is the cannonballs or the cannons and the spikes, right? Boston Arts Academy. Yeah, my scholarship at the Boston Arts Academy. If I were to go to the Boston Arts Academy, I would be like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. I'd be like the guy that like randomly like cleans toilets and comes in with a picture of a turtle ship. Oh God, that is so bad. Sometimes I have to just Control Alt or Control Z my own creation here. Oh, these spikes are going to be the death of me. They're so close to one another, too. I'm trying not to overlap the spikes. It's hard. You know what? You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm just going to do one nice spike and copy paste it as well. And for that, let's be a little bit more professional. Let's get a nice line here. Let's get another nice little line. And then the bottom, I feel like, is more of a curved spike. It's got this, and then it's got another little bottom piece to it. He was a Harvard janitor. He was a Harvard janitor. He was a janitor at Harvard, right? How the hell are there still 29 people watching this? Hey, John. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is spinning in his grave right now. Okay. Oh, shit. I didn't even do a good copy paste job. Oh, come on. All right. Wait. Come on, spiky turtles. Only 1 million more to go. It's not going to be like 100% because I don't want the spikes to kind of overlap. Actually, it's starting to look pretty. It doesn't look too bad, does it? I should have made the spikes a little thinner. The line a little thinner. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, get your asses to Twitch, and then you can make me draw any unit, any structure from the game. You can make me say any phrase from the game. And I know there's like depth perception and these spikes aren't really pointing all this way, but I can't do like individual spikes. That is beyond even my amazing capabilities. But you know what? Let's make these let's make the last ones a little bit fun. Sorry, I have to mute again to cough. The Advil is definitely wearing off. Yeah, let's make you pointing this way. In attack. We'll make these spikes in attack stance. Now, I actually think this might be better without filling in the colors. Cat, it's up to you. Do you want me to fill in the colors? I actually think it looks pretty nice like this without it. I think I'm done. Happy little turtle ships. Joseph, you have to collect the points, and then you redeem them, and I'll draw anything. Oh, I'm missing the cannons. Right. Okay, the cannons also have 2 parts. The cannons shouldn't be that hard. Because I can make a little happy circle. And then make a bigger circle around it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so nice. No, that's actually pretty ugly. That is actually pretty ugly. Okay, so I make one. So let's move this on top of this. There we go. And then copy all of that. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm like impressed with myself. I mean, it looks like somebody who should not be walking around in society drew this. Look at the oars. Not a single oar is the same as the others. But I think this is a pretty damn good good attempt for a you know what? I don't like that. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, you know? I do not like the positioning of that cannon. And then we're going to take this one. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to fit it into here. How does this look? It doesn't look too bad. Did I get everything right? I got the 1, 2, 3 boards on the right. I got the flag. I got 2 boards. I got the one bigger board. Oh, you know what? I didn't get the stubs. Like, these boards extend out a little bit. There's like little nubs. And then I got the 10 cannons. 1, 2, 3, 6 oars. That's a pretty good, pretty damn fine looking turtle ship, if I may say so myself. And then last, of course, we're gonna hit like and follow. That is a way too big of a W. And just because it's a command, I'm going to add an exclamation point. And for our friends from South America, an upside down exclamation point. Well, there you go. Master Pizza Theater. Cat, I'll upload the file onto Discord. All right, Kat, did I do justice better than what you were expecting? Awesome. Well, like I said, I'm looking at it. It doesn't look too bad. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining for the finals of the World Desert Cup 2 tournament, which was a bit of a sweep, but to be fair, with Viper and Hera on the same team, if you add the eyes, it's complete. I did add the eyes. There it is. One eye, at least. You think I should be proud of? Are you going to show it to your wife? Can you imagine? And we put it like on the fridge. Wow. I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, the spikes, if I could do this with a pencil, maybe one day in I'll be more advanced in the channel and I'll be able to do like on a electronic pad and draw it with a pencil. I think I could do the spikes a little better. But with MS Paint, which is what I grew up with, I think this is pretty damn good. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining. And on YouTube, if you like what you see, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing. And on Twitch, you can do, I think it's a follow, which is the same. And yeah, everyone, thank you so much. David, if you're still here, thank you for the super chat. And Joseph, thank you so much again for all of the gifted subs on Twitch and for subscribing yourself for 6 months. And I hope the rest of your vacation in Bonaire goes nice and smooth. And I think that's it for me for tonight. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Kat. Somebody will think that this is like a drawing of a 5-year-old. I appreciate that, Joseph. Thank you so much. And I'm cool to hear that your family's from Thessaloniki. That's the where I stayed the longest. All right. In any event, everyone, thank you. We'll see you hopefully soon in the next day or two for a live stream, another live stream. Maybe we'll do some more Michi. Maybe we'll find some Rage Forest games. Maybe we'll do some up-and-coming stars. Maybe I'll find some Gabby and Gookie games and some more ZZ Clan games. But for now, I'm going to bid you all a good night, a good morning, and thank you so much for joining. I'm going to post this picture on Discord. And yeah, that's basically it from now. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.